If money disappeared tomorrow, it wouldn't happen with an explosion. It would fade quietly, slowly. No one would see me again. Everything changed today. ATMs would limit withdrawals, banks would delay transfers for security reasons, and a few notes would be phased out. In the early days, few would realize a collapse had begun, but history always tells us the same thing. Collapse starts not in numbers, but in trust. Once trust is gone, money becomes nothing more than paper and pixels. We've seen this story before, from Rome to Weimar, from Zimbabwe to Venezuela, and it always ends the same. The question isn't, could it happen again, but would we notice when it does? To understand what happens when money disappears, you first have to understand what money really is. It's not coins or digits. It's an agreement, a shared belief that symbols represent value. When that belief is strong, paper can move armies and build cities. But once it breaks, no law or central bank can restore it overnight. When Rome's silver was diluted with cheap metal, people refused it. Bring me wheat, oil, chickens, they said, trusting value, not currency. The empire began to crumble. In Weimar Germany, wages were paid twice a day as money lost value within hours. A wheelbarrow of notes bought a loaf of bread. In Zimbabwe, $100 trillion bill could buy a few days' food. In Venezuela, people traded haircuts for meals. When money dies, people return to what they still trust. Gold, goods, foreign currency, but never the state. Now imagine this. Tomorrow, the US or Europe faces a monetary collapse. Ports halt, shelves empty. No one knows what anything is worth. The real danger isn't economic research, it's psychological. When people lose money, they lose the illusion of order. When currencies collapse, people lose not only wealth, but stability. The difference between the prepared and unprepared becomes brutal. In the past, people turned to barter. Today, they turn to dollars, crypto, gold. But don't romanticize crypto. It relies on electricity, the internet, functioning exchanges. In a global breakdown, those vanish. Gold lasts longer, but it's heavy, traceable, and easy to confiscate. Just ask Americans in the 1930s when private gold ownership was banned overnight. In crisis, rules change fast, and fairness disappears. If money truly vanished, chaos would erupt. Panic buying, fights for fuel. But soon people would turn back to one another. A mechanic repairs a car for food. A farmer trades vegetables for medicine. Communities form microeconomies. Those with real tangible skills and assets adapt fastest. Eventually, new currencies appear, not always from governments. History shows private banks, local groups, and now tech giants creating their own money. That's why central banks rush to build digital currencies, because whoever controls the money controls the power. When money dies, power shifts. In Rome to the armies, in modern times to the IMF. Tomorrow it could shift to governments, corporations, or decentralized networks. For individuals, the lesson is simple. If your wealth exists only within the system, it isn't truly yours. Real wealth is tangible, diverse, resilient. Assets, skills, trust. Those who endure collapse understand one truth. Money is only as strong as belief, and belief can vanish overnight. Tomorrow morning, everything might look normal until you try to buy bread or pay rent. The smart ones see the signs early: rising debt, inflation, political chaos. weakening banks. My job as a financial historian is to help you recognize those signs before it's too late. History doesn't just show that money can disappear, it shows how and what comes next. When the dust settles and a new system rises, you'll see it's the same game. New rules, new winners, same human nature. So don't just think you're right and ask yourself, what does wealth mean to me? If my bank balance vanished tomorrow, what would I still have? Because money is only an idea. And when that idea dies, only the real remains. Subscribe. History has the answers, and I'll show you where to find them.